Hello and welcome to the Factor 50 podcast, the podcast where comedians spill the tea on all the holiday misadventures. This week we have got the incredible Adam, aka Shuffle T, joining us. Hey babes.
Hiya, you're right.
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, fab, thanks. I like the fantastic Adam.
Fantastic Adam. Just
the new
Adam.
phrase.
Oh yeah, I should have. Why didn't I give your full name? That's really
I don't
weird.
know, I quite like the fantastic Adam. It makes you sound like a magician.
Oh my god, yeah. The Greatest Showman has nothing on the Fantastic Adam. What's been going on then? What's been happening in your life?
Not a lot. Just this and that, doing a bit of battling.
Doing a bit of battling. Oh yeah, what's been going on?
Rap.
Spitting some bars.
Yeah, spitting bars and preparing for future events where I'll spit some bars and just more of these really. And so yeah, just that bits and pieces. I've been doing working on a musical with a friend.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we were sort of like commissioned to do a musical. I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to talk about it, to be honest, but like I've been
that's full publicity, isn't it?
Yeah. So me and a bandaman who's sort of a freestyle comedian rapper guy. He's amazing. Me and him have been working on a bit of work on a musical recently. So yeah, we've just been sort of focusing on that. And
whoa, hang on. Are we talking like West End? Like what? I need more info on this musical. Are you actually not allowed to talk about it?
Well, I mean, I haven't named it, so it's probably all right. But it's most likely going on like a cruise, which is pretty cool.
What? That is so in keeping with the theme as well.
Yeah, is that right?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be a cruisical, and so we're really hoping that we can get to go on the cruise at some point. But we have been told that there is quite a high chance, and it's going from it'll be like Tampa to the Caribbean, so it'll be like a 2-week cruise. And I think there's genuinely a potential chance that we might be able to go on the cruise, but
that would be insane.
So,
oh
yeah,
my god!
My dream is sort of like a booze cruise.
For sure.
I mean, we'll get to that, but that is my like ideal situation.
Oh my god! I'm actually starstruck. You've made it. Like you've actually
I've officially made it. Yeah. This is it now. This is it forever.
When is this happen? When is this scheduled to happen? Is it still a long way off?
I think it's this year, but like maybe October time. I think they were talking about. So not too far off.
And is it going to be quite like? Is it going to be almost like Hamilton vibe, like hip hop rap?
It's sort of a Hamilton. In fact, so it's basically the same as a musical I worked on with these same people a few years ago, which went to Fringe, which was called Noise Boys. I mean, I'm sure I can talk about it because that came out. It's just that, but that is like it's like a rap / tap dance / beatbox crossover.
Wow!
And so it's sort of like there's narration between dance and beatbox numbers, and so me and Rob have been writing those rap bits. I had a poster from when it was at Fringe a few years ago because it did all right, and then the idea was that it was meant to go about. But then COVID literally hit, and I was just, that's just a dream that will never happen. And then this year it got picked up by a cruise company, and so just waiting to see what happens with that. But yeah,
that's so really cool. Fun. Oh my god, how exciting! We'll crack on with your best holiday. What was your best holiday ever?
Best holiday was probably last year. It was my 30th birthday present from my now wife, but it was like delayed by a bit because of COVID and stuff. And so we went to Stirling in Scotland.
Oh.
And we went on the Jacobite, which is
what's that? The train.
Yeah. And I'm not even a Harry Potter boy, but I love a train. And I think you're a train.
I love a train. I have a whole train Instagram, mate.
I know, yeah, I thought so.
Wow. Do you know what? My parents bought me that for my birthday as well. Not the jacket, not specifically the jacket, but like a voucher to use on one of those like Scotland trains. But like they're all sold out, so I'm gonna have to go next year now. But whatever.
So nice. It's so sick.
Was it great?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Like you get to go over like I can't remember if it's called a viaduct or an aqueduct. Viaduct. It was so sick, and it stays there for ages. And you're in like how the yellow chair that we share, and that we both have.
Not that we both sit on it at the same time.
You have it for 2 months and I have it for 2 months. They have all the chairs on there are like that, so they're like really nicely upholstered, and there's like a little table there. Bring your own food though, because it was like mental expensive for food and drink on there. But apart from that, it was brilliant. Um, and yeah, the whole time was just amazing. Like we went through a place called Aberfoyle, and there's like all the natural, all the like the Loch Lomond and things like that you got to see. Not on the train, although I think we did see that on the train.
So do you get off the train and go on like little excursions and shit?
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the place was that we ended up there, but there was fucking banging fish and chips there. Oh, I wish I knew the name.
As one would expect.
Yeah, it was really, really good, and yeah, it was just amazing. It was just like the best time ever. Because I don't know, there's something so nice about just being on a train in a different place, and like it was out of time as well. Like obviously it's all retro and stuff, so it felt.
That's always cool, especially if the seats are like armchairs. That's insane.
Yeah.
Did you feel like Dumbledore?
I felt like Poirot. I felt like
better.
Because that's what I've always loved in those films where they have like we weren't in one of these, but when there's like a little compartment and they get to sit in like it's almost
like in Harry Potter, but you haven't seen Harry Potter.
Yeah. I've seen it, but I can never remember it. I wasn't a big fan, so. But yeah, the like the bits where there's like you can even sleep on the top bit, the bunk.
Oh yeah, like the sleeper cabins.
I've always liked those, and I'd love to go in one of those. But this was probably better because it was more comfy in the seats. But yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, are you going up to Edinburgh this year?
No, I'm not.
I was going to say, because if you ever do go up to Edinburgh, you should do the Caledonian Sleeper from where does it go? From Euston, I think it goes from Euston. It goes all the way up to like Edinburgh and Glasgow and stuff.
How long does that take?
I don't know. It's like an overnight journey.
Yeah.
So I think it is like 10 hours or something, and then you like wake up and you're there.
I'd love that. I like a huge part of holidays for me is the travel. So I hate to fly. I really like to get like a Eurostar or to drive up to Scotland or something like that. Like we drove to Scotland. It was so nice just going through. Like the higher you get, the more amazing sights you start to see. And yeah, a big part of it for me is like the trip element, the road trip,
the transportation, how you get there. To be fair, Eurostar, Eurostar is the OG. I fucking love the Eurostar.
I fucking love it. Yeah, I really, really.
Have you ever gone premier class?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Oh yeah, but only because I got it because my train was really delayed. So they were like, "Oh,
you got a pity one."
And I was like, "Yeah, I got the pity one basically." And I was loving because I was going Karen, not to anyone, just like on my phone. I was like, fucking fuming because it was all like delayed and it was all like chaos in the station and like no one knew what was going on. No one was telling us anything, and it was really hot and everyone was just like, it was just absolute carnage. And they're like, "Oh, bump you up," and I was like, as you should. And yes, you get like a little tray, get a little meal.
Not even grateful.
I was just like, well, yes. No, I act sassy here, but at the time I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. I was like, thank you so much. I was like, merci.
But yeah, I love me and your brother, in fact, recently went away on a little lads retreat.
Oh my god, yeah, and you stayed on my boyfriend's aunt's road. You went to Bishop Auckland, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you stayed on Princess Street. That literally James's aunt lives on that street.
That's so weird, isn't it?
I know, that's so weird.
And then
why were you there?
That's so random. In Manchester, and I think we stayed at your house. So
you stayed at my house.
Sort of like getting closer and closer. But
I keep moving further away. I'm like, come to my house, but I won't be here.
We went to Durham together. I think it was partly a sort of wedding gift to me from him, but it was also sort of like I'm gonna have a kid soon. Let's go away together. Just you
one last hurrah.
To Durham, and then we went. But like the drive up there was brilliant, and it was so much fun. And then we just went around Durham. It was fantastic. Bishop Auckland.
The castle's obviously stunned. The castle's great. There is also the Miners Museum, which I didn't get to go to. It's closed now.
I don't think we went there either.
You just sort of walked around.
Yeah, I think we were largely just drinking. There was a lovely Stan and Laurel. What's his real name? There's like a statue of him there. I think he's from there, maybe.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's pretty good commemoration. Great culture.
Yeah. And a Wetherspoons named after him, so that's official.
No doubt. Count unless you got spoons named after you.
That would be great. The fantastic Adam. I'd have that on the spoons one day. That'd be bad.
One day. Would it be a C class, B class, or A class though?
I didn't even know they were cars.
Oh, do you not know this about Wetherspoons?
No.
You love a Wetherspoons, right?
I do.
So there's different. So I found this out because my friend was interviewing for a job at Wetherspoons. But there's different like classes of Wetherspoons. So like C class is like fleet, like shit, like no music played, nothing. And then B class, I think they do introduce a bit of tunes. A class, I think, is one where they have like a dance floor.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, I recently went to an A class not recently, it was last year in Manchester. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, the Moon Underwater on Deansgate. Yes, I know the exact one.
Yes, that was upsetting to see.
It's
the
a lot.
dance. Yeah, it's not like they're like, oh, there's a dance floor upstairs, and you go up and you go, no, there's not. There's a drunk funeral happening upstairs.
No, but it's not even upstairs. So it's like the main. So there's like the upstairs, which is like the kind of mezzanine level, where you can look down onto the dance floor, quote unquote, which is just a massive open space, and there's like a DJ that's just like hitting play on like a YouTube playlist.
People there just sort of like
shuffling. One bitch crying on FaceTime to her boy. It's
rough.
It's a lot to behold.
There's about 6 Moon Underwaters.
That does seem to be the most popular name of Wetherspoons.
Why? What does it even mean?
Why is the moon under the water? It's not. It's in the sky.
Yeah, idiots. But,
fake news.
Yeah, but
anyway,
yes, I didn't know there was rankings of Wetherspoons. But
there are.
I'm happy to learn it. That would definitely be a D or an F.
Yeah.
Or a J. Yeah. But
it'll have charm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No one goes there. That's the charm of it. You know, Sam Smith, you're not allowed screams. And
yeah.
You're not allowed to swear.
Not allowed to swear. That's weird, isn't it?
That's the weirdest thing.
It's a pub. What do you think is going to happen?
That's so odd. And they have a really, really weird shot, which is like spicy.
Spicy?
Yeah, it's like you take it and then it's awful. It's like designed to be horrific. It's spicy. I don't know what it's called, but
it's like this entire pub has been designed to be like, let's make sure no one comes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but make it so cheap that everyone has to come as well.
Great business model. Okay, so I mean that sounds gorge. Top contender. It has a train in it, so I'm sold. So should we unpack the trauma? What was the worst holiday? Please say it involves Theo.
Every holiday with Theo is pretty bad, but I mean, there's too many contenders really. Not that like I've had such bad luck, but there's been a few incidents that happened on different places. So one of them was with Theo on an away trip with the company we used to work for, The Hook, where whilst out there, I had my phone in Barcelona. I had my phone and my passport stolen.
Oh fuck, Barcelona's notorious for that, isn't it?
I know, it really is. And everyone sort of knew that, but it didn't stop us from being victims of that. And I think there was loads of people about and they were like knocking into you and stuff, and so everyone was just having stuff nicked, and a few people did. Some people went up to Theo and I think it was him who basically like adopted this mad sort of, he was doing this. So he was moving too quick to be thieved from.
Why is he such a weirdo?
He was just like, if I don't stop moving, I can't be robbed. And he wasn't. He wasn't robbed. So fair.
That's such a Spencer Marlo move. I'm sorry. That's my dad.
It's like the Flash. And it was but I wasn't there for that. But he showed me the next day, as in like, you want to. Top tip. And I was like, all my
heed my advice.
But I had my passport, my phone nicked. And then everyone was going home on that day, and so we were all going to the airport, and I was like, do you know what? I think they're gonna let me fly. And everyone was like, don't
without a passport.
Mate. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's going to work out for your boy, me. It'll be fine. And they were like, well, okay. And I was like, it's worth a try, isn't it? And they were like, no, but
no.
Okay. Everyone was so hungover, especially me, and Theo, I think, was as well. And so we went there, and they were like, no, you can't just fly without a passport. That's why we have them. In fact, that's the only reason. So I was like, oh, gotcha. Yeah, that checks out. And then everyone was trying to help me like order a last minute ticket and stuff, but like it didn't, and work it out with the embassy and whatever. Or not the embassy. I swear there's like what's the word for
consulate? I don't know.
Yeah, the consulate. I think you're right. The consulate. Yeah.
Look at me.
Fucking go. All right. And like it turns out that the flights were like super cheap. They were like £20 to get back from Barcelona to England on the day or whatever. But the issue was with the passport. And so everyone was like, look, we've got to go. And then Theo, fair play, was just like, I'll stay with you.
Oh, besties.
And then did for like a whole day. And we found a hotel which cost loads. And then we like stayed over there and watched I think mixed or maybe men's table tennis for hours. And then we're like, look, we gotta get out of this hotel. And so we woke up really early in the morning and went for a massive walk. And we just played this game where we were like, we're both gonna do each other quotes from Love Actually, and the other person's gotta guess which bit that's from. Because
as one does.
It turns out we both just really know Love Actually very, very, very well. And so we were like quoting like really obscure bits and trying to get the other person out. But we were just walking around Barcelona just doing that all day. And then eventually got to the consulate and then had to pay £100 for like a little gold. It was just like
a golden ticket
of the passport, but it just had like one page and it was just good for one use. And so I took it, we got home, and then the most heartbreaking bit was on the other side where they were like, thank you, is this the £100 golden? Yeah, okay, I'll just bin that now then because you can never use it again. I'm like, right, brilliant. Why couldn't I?
At least you got there. That's the main thing.
I did get there.
At least, I mean, I guess Barcelona, the consulate in Barcelona must be so used to this happening. Like, it must get every day. Like,
yeah.
Shit. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That was pretty bad, but not as so. This is probably worse. This one, but in Australia, when I had to had a battle rap over in Australia, and so I was sort of flown out. They booked all the tickets and stuff. Went there for 7 days, lovely time. And then on the last day, it was like 1 a.m. or something. And I can't remember how it worked out, but it's something like that. And I text Ellen, my wife, and she was at home, obviously, during the day. And she said, I said sort of, I'll go to bed now. I'll leave in the morning, catch you when I'm back. And then she was like, wait a minute, shouldn't you be on the plane? And I was like, no, think about it.
Come on.
They sent me the tickets from Australia. So whatever it says, it's 24 hours later. And she was like, no, that's not why would that? No, it's like, it's adjusted for your time.
It's in local time.
I was like, Ellen, get to bed. And then she was like, listen to me, you should be on the flight now. Why are you not on the flight? And I was like, and you realize the
realization hits in that you're a fucking
and then
idiot.
I was just like, yeah, just like, and I was thinking back to like all the like 2 hours earlier when I was like just eating a burger in a restaurant while just fucking flights in the air. And then I got out of bed and I ran into the guy who was housing me, Chris, and just like, Chris, I'm really fucked up. I'm meant to be on a plane right now. And he was like, right, okay, we're gonna look into it now. And then looked into everything, and he was working the next day, and so he was going to drop me off at like 6 a.m. to go on the flight for like 8 or whatever. And it turned out there were no flights till like 5 p.m. And so he was like, right, I'm going to book your flight, and you just owe me the money. And that was more than I got paid for being out in Australia. So then I owed him, like,
no,
and just went to the whatever airport it was and just sat there wired until the minute, because this is why I hate traveling, and this is why I hate going abroad, because I'm terrible at that organization. Even if the organization is out of my hands and someone else has done it, I am the worst person for it in the world. Like, if there is a way to fuck it up, I will fuck it up.
Clearly. I just don't know how you it is awful when it's your fault as well, when you know it's because you fucked it. Like, it's not even like, oh, it's delayed, or you know, something's gone wrong. Like when it's something you've done and it's like so embarrassing, but you're also like, I only have myself to blame.
I know, and I had to tell so many people, and I had to like explain to so many people like how it happened. I kept saying, "Oh, there was a mix-up," and they were like, "What kind of mix-up?" And I was like, "Well, I fucked it up, all right.
Yeah,
I thought it was. I thought the time wasn't accommodated for." They were like, "What?" And I was just
mix-up was in my brain.
it's one of the dumbest things I think I've ever done.
But we've all been there.
And it
don't
had
worry.
such an after effect where I just had to keep paying off the money for months and months and months.
Oh, that's so bad.
It was very embarrassing.
At least you had a good time while you were there, but like
it was lovely, yeah.
But yeah, financially not good. Was that the only time you've been to Australia as well? Was that like?
That's the only time I've been. Yeah.
I've never been.
7 days. It was nice.
And then fucked it up on Sunday. Anyone says 7 days, my mind immediately just goes to Craig David. Wow.
I mean, like I've had some like surreal ones where like there was one where me and Theo again went to LA and we had a battle rap out there, like a 2-on-2.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty odd. And so like we got there and we were meant to be staying in a Motel 6, I think they call them, or you know, like a complex, which is like loads of. I think they're more like hotels, but they're sort of on the motorway or whatever. And but they didn't have our reservation, and so the guy who picked us up was like, "I'll get you somewhere, but first of all, I have to like take care of some bits and pieces." And so we were like, "Fine, you know, we're in LA, we'll go around and see the place." And he was smoking weed and sort of like offered some around, and it was getting like hot box in the car, and then. And so we got to this place where he was like, I just need to stop in with my friend, DJ Smokey Martinez. And so we went into this area, which was like, it was rough. And he was just like, right, get in the car, guys. We'll take you to where we need to go. I just need to get some gas first. And then I heard out of nowhere, like, hey, y'all got a cigarette? And I was like, I got a cigarette, and then this guy just like busts out of this door, which I didn't even see. There was like I didn't even realize it was housing, and he just busts out of his door and came over, and I was like, there you go. And he took one and just went back into. I didn't say thank you or anything, just went back in his house, and I was like, that was fucking weird. And then we were being driven through LA, and then we went to this. Like it turns out, this guy had a meeting with a billionaire called Alki David about this channel that he was going to start up. And the guys were like, wait here, we'll come out and meet you. And then they were like, actually, come in. He might have some questions for you. And we were like, what?
Well, we're not prepared for this.
Theo was a bit like lightheaded from all the weed stuff and stuff. So he was like freaking out a bit. And we got in there, and then the guy was like, he was like Simon Cowell, and he was talking about battle rap, putting it on a channel, and he was like, right, you. How many views does a UK battle rap get? And I was like, I don't know. Like, and he was going right, and then he went to Theo, and he's asking Theo questions. And Theo's just like, he doesn't know what's going on. He's thinking he's sinking through the wall. He's getting like this. and so then we leave, and we're walking because he's like, right, okay, I'm going. And so he leaves, and we're all following behind him, and we don't know what's going on. And he starts nugging this other guy, and then the friend who we're there with is like, yo, that guy, you know that guy just got out of jail for murder for 10 years, crazy. And we were like, what? And then we're walking out, and then they all split, and then he's got, right, we're going back to the hotel, but then we all got ice cream, so that was nice.
That is not how I thought that story was going to end. And we all got ice cream.
It was very surreal. And then me and Theo were just in the like sat down in the hotel, just looking at each other like, what just happened? That was mad. It was surreal. It was really, really odd.
But with such a wholesome ending.
Yeah. Although then a couple of days later we had the event, the battle rap event, and after our battles, 2 people had a battle, and one of them like punched the other guy in the face, and it turned into like a massive brawl, and someone got a gun out.
Jesus.
It was insane.
That's not normal at battle raps, right?
No, not really.
I mean, not in the UK, obviously.
Yeah, we've been to one in Canada and one in US, and both of them have had like some kind of violent altercation. I think in Canada, I think someone was like kicked off the stage. It was insane. Violence follows us.
The thug life chose you.
Yeah,
the one in Canada, is that the one where Drake was judging?
He wasn't judging, but he was judging probably behind the scenes, but he was he sort of like put it on. I think
he was in attendance.
Yeah. He like funded it. I think.
Oh, he was like hosting.
Yeah, and then came to watch. Yeah.
Did you get to meet
That was
him?
amazing. I did. Yeah.
Did you get on?
Yeah, we got on.
Bit
I
of
was
banter.
outside having a cig because I'm cool or whatever, and then like three Escalades pull up, and then I was like, oh, and then I saw Drake get out, and I was like, I just put myself against the wall like that, as flat as I could be, and they walked past. They gave me a little handshake.
Yeah. They gave you a little handshake. That's generous.
He gave me a handshake and then said that he was like, "Oh, I love you and Marlo."
Wow.
He got told you that. He was like,
no, yeah, I don't. Well, the way Theo told me about it was like, "Oh yeah, Drake's a fan," and I was like, "Okay, like fine."
You know,
that's so cool.
He loves a bit of shufflo. He loves a bit of battle rap, and he's just, you know.
Have you met any other celebs? I don't know that like celebs that are really random. Bo Burnham's into it. No.
Bo Burnham, yeah, he's
that's the one I'm like most jealous of.
Williams.
Oh yeah, Robbie Williams. He randomly had a little fanboy. He was obsessed with you, wasn't he?
I was obsessed. We just hung out for a bit. We just started like chatting back and forth, and became buds.
Buds. You and Robbie.
Me and Rubs.
You could have hit into a completely new demographic with that. With Robbie on side. You could have got the mums.
50+ mum market.
The mums.
I'm working on it. I want to break the mum market.
You could definitely break the mum market. Yeah, and also like, but you're very much like, you're the mum dream. You know, like you're such a mother, like a mama's boy. That is your like branding.
Brilliant. Put that.
Maybe it's just my mum. That's why I'm biased. What's the dream?
It's a booze cruise.
Yes.
And I don't know where it's going to. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it literally could just do like a loop. I don't know where, like, yeah, just sort of like wherever's the closest coast.
You're not asked about the destination then?
No, it's all about a journey. And I think in a way that is like the biggest, like when we were saying earlier about like, oh, this, it's all about how you get there on the train, like really, it's so about the journey there that if the method of transport is cool enough, then that is the holiday, and that's just the holes for me. I don't really care where it goes. I would just like, because when I think about what I tend to do on holidays, if I was in control of everything, I would go to the hotel, walk about a bit, and then find a bar.
Yeah.
And then walk home, and then sleep, and then repeat that 5 times.
You're easy to please, to be fair, aren't you? You can't complain.
So I think like with a booze cruise, it's lovely walk around, sure. There's a bar, probably just. Do you reckon there's like one bar? Do you reckon there's like 10 little ones?
It really depends on the boat. Like, it really depends. It depends what kind of boat you're on, but like different cruise ships have different amenities and facilities. Some of them have like 10 bars.
You work.
I know everything about cruises, and I've never been on one.
I was about to say, do you work for it? And I was like, oh wait, you actually do. Yeah.
So some of them will have like 10 fucking bars and restaurants, and some of them will have like. But if you're going on like a really small one, like you can get one that goes like down the Nile, and that only has like one.
Oh yeah,
bar.
that would be cool.
But that would be sick because obviously you get off and you see like temples. But like there's one bar, one restaurant, one little sad Wetherspoons-esque dance floor.
C level. Oh, A level. A rank.
A rank, but C level.
Oh.
Not the only one with the wordplay.
Come on, bars.
Come on. So embarrassing.
I thought it was genuinely quite impressive.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I'm glad you like that.
But yeah, if there was a Wetherspoons on the booze cruise, then like 100%.
Oh my god, why has that not been invented yet? Wetherspoons at sea.
That would be fucking good, wouldn't it?
Oh, get on to you. What's your name? What's his name? The Brexit guy who runs it.
Yeah, Tim something, is it?
He is a dickhead. That is the only thing about Spoons that's upsetting. It's like,
well, this is the trade-off.
Yeah, but I'm surprised he hasn't broke it because he's obviously. I'm pretty sure. Is he a Tory? It's very Tory to have a cruise ship. It's got to be a Tory to have a Wetherspoons on a cruise ship. That's probably like the dream for him. No, like.
Yeah. Well, there's probably. I mean.
Oh, but there would be foreigners on it. So there you go.
Yeah, it goes to foreign climes. That's the issue.
That's a great dream holiday. It's very specific as well. I like that. I like that you've I mean, not in terms of destination, but you know what you want. You just want a boat and booze.
It's very, very simple. Yeah.
Would Ellen be on the same page? Would she go on this booze cruise, or is this
She
like a lads,
sort
lads,
of-
lads?
Yeah, I think she sort of hates boat travel, but I reckon she'd do it if it was like all inclusive and stuff. If it was was
Sure.
covered and the opportunity was there, I reckon she'd do it. I reckon she'd come.
Yeah.
But if not, your boy
Drag
Theo.
Theo along. Oh
Yeah.
God, he's got a
Take
baby
him
now,
away
hasn't
from
he?
his
She's
child,
so sad. Yeah. Leave your daughter. This is more important. So, couple of bonus questions. First one is, well, the first one we've already answered, because the first one's would you cruise? And
Yes.
that's been ticked off. Done. Next question is, what is your favourite motorway services? And I know this might be difficult because you don't drive, but
What are you on about? I don't drive.
why do I
have a car and a license? 10 years. Well, 12.
Why do I have in my head that Theo wanted to drive you around everywhere?
He always did because he could afford the petrol. But I have the car.
Oh, well,
me
there
a
you go then.
disservice.
All right, well, let's have it. What's your favourite motorway
I've got a
services?
bloody Vauxhall Insignia. It's Alan Partridge's car.
Not to be sniffed at.
Am I going to say? I'm going to sort of nick Ellen's one, which is Lee Delamere. It's bled off on me.
I've heard of this. It's come up a couple of times. What is the appeal of Lee Delamere?
Oh, well, it's got an M&S Simply Food.
Oh, well, say no more.
Up its own arse, but, you know, a sandwich from there is a serious sandwich.
I've got to say, I do rep Warwick. Have you ever stopped there on the way? Because, like, that's obviously on the way to Reading. I
don't think I've ever stopped at Warwick. What's the appeal of
Warwick's great because it has more of the niche ones that you don't often get. So you got KFC.
Okay. A Subway maybe. Actually, Subway.
I think there is a Subway, but you get a Subway quite a lot. There's a Harry Ramsden's, right? So that's a bit of a left field.
Ramsden's?
It's like fish and chips.
Oh, I have. Yeah. I've seen one of those at another service station.
Right.
I just remembered a service station that I sometimes go in that begins with M, and there's like
South Mims.
No. It's not Morden, but it sounds a bit like Morden or Morpole or Malden or something like that. And you went in and there's like a huge middle bit and there's like you get hit with a Chosen noodles. And then you go left and there's like a Starbucks, sure, a Greg's, and then a pasty shop. Love a pasty shop, usually outside, this one in. And then I think you keep going round. I think you've got a KFC. I think you've got I believe you've got a what's the burrito one?
Burritos?
You've got a burrito one.
No,
and then there's a second noodle option.
Oh, shut up.
But I remember this one is very good. I don't think there's any regular shops. I think it's all restaurant and or cafe.
It's all fine dining.
So I remember that one being pretty good.
Oh my God.
It's called M. It begins with M.
Okay, well, please find out what that service is immediately.
I will.
Thank you. Okay, cool. So is there anything you want to plug before we wrap it up?
Yeah, sure. Buy my book, The Advanced Rhyming Dictionary for Rappers and Poets, if anyone listening is a word fan, and download my album on Spotify or buy it from my website called Yeah I Know, which is a rap album I released this year, and what sounds like my panel show on YouTube, and follow me on social media,
obviously
at @shuffle_ or _T.